Hello everybody! With the new increased rate of Brave trophies now and Brave shiny weapons on May 28th, this is the perfect time to run Onslaught for God rolls and shiny ornaments. If you're looking for a Strand Hunter build to get to wave 50 in Legend Onslaught, the link is in the top right or in the description. But today we're going to talk about a Void Hunter that will dominate Legend Onslaught, tethering our enemies to an anchor and spreading scorch ignitions to all enemies that are tethered. Champions are a breeze too, since suppressing stuns overloads, and our exotic weapon will stun unstoppables. This weapon fuses Sunshot and our seasonal mods with the Void subclass to give us a build that makes Legend Onslaught easy. It also excels in Legend Nightfalls, Legend Lost Sectors, and most PvE scenarios. I will drop the Destiny item manager link in the description below, and comment which subclass I should do next. If you have a recommendation on how to make this build even better than it is, you are more than welcome to comment it down below as well. For more videos like this, subscribing and leaving a like would mean a lot to a starting creator to me. We hit 675 subscribers off of my last video, and I like to say thank you so much. But with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. This Void Hunter Super will be running Shadow Shot, Deadfall. Tether foes to avoid anchor, giving them 30% weakening and suppressing debuff. Enemies tethered by your Shadow Shot anchor share 50% of incoming damage as well, allowing you to kill an entire wave of enemies with a few well-placed shots. The Shadow Shot anchor lasts for 12 seconds or until destroyed. Aspects to run with this are Stylish Executioner. Defeating a weakened, suppressed, or a volatile target grants invisibility and true sight. After performing a stylish execution, your next melee attack, while invisible, weakens targets. For your second aspect, run Quickfall. To spin your melee charge and dive to the ground, creating a large smoke cloud on impact, which then dissipates. Targets caught in the cloud are weakened, and allies are made invisible. Your smoke bomb makes nearby allies invisible when it attaches to nearby surfaces. The loop for these aspects would be to activate Quickfall on enemies, weakening them and killing them, and by defeating a weakened enemy, will proc Stylish Executioner, making you invisible, and your next melee attack, while you're invisible, will weaken enemies. So while you're invisible, use Gambler's Dodge while you're near an enemy to regain your melee charge to activate Quickfall once more. For this build, we would have to focus our armor mods on melee attacks, giving us dodge energy back so this loop can happen more often. For your dodge, equip Gambler's Dodge for the loop I just explained, and your powered melee is Snare Bomb. Throw a smoke bomb which attaches to the surfaces and pings enemy radar. Weakens targets on detonation. Instead of using Snare Bomb, we'll be using Quickfall, so don't activate your power melee on the ground. While in the air, use your air ability button to use your powered melee to activate Quickfall. This will slam us on the ground, creating the smoke bomb. For your grenade, use Vortex Grenade. This creates a vortex that pulls targets inward and continually damage those trapped inside. Using your super to tether enemies and then throwing a vortex where the anchor is the best way to clear ads with just our subclass. But now let's get into the Fragments. Equipped Echo of Undermining. Your Void Grenades weaken targets. This is great with Vortex Grenades because as soon as it pulls in the enemies, it will weaken them, kind of like a mini super Void Anchor. Then equip Echo of Reprisal. Final blows when surrounded by combatants grant super energy. Like I explained in our aspect loop, using Quickfall, then proccing Stylish Executioner, dodging next to an enemy while invisible to get our powered melee back, and then using Quickfall again. With this loop we will be getting our super very fast. Then equipped Echo of Starvation. Picking up a Void Breach or Orb of Power grants Devour. With this build we'll be making a lot of Orbs of Power, so getting Devour just through Orbs of Power is good enough. Devour buff makes it so final blows restore health and grant grenade energy, and extend Devour itself. Lastly, equip Echo of Persistence. Void buffs apply to you, like Invisibility, Overshield, and Devour, have increased duration. This will help us overall after using Quickfall to stay invisible for longer and recovering health longer with extended Devour. Let's talk about our exotic weapon that will benefit the most in these activities due to the surge in solar weapons and seasonal mods. This exotic weapon is Sunshot, and it will pair well with our subclass because of our super creating anchors, and grenades creating vortexes, and killing any enemy with Sunshot will spread scorch to all the enemies tethered or in the vortex because of the exotic perk Sunblast. Sunshot is great overall with eliminating ads, but does a better job with the seasonal mods and solar surges that we'll be talking about later. For our exotic armor, we'll be equipping Orpheus Rig. The exotic perk is called Uncanny Arrows. This provides ability energy for each target tethered by deadfall anchors. This will get us our quickfall, vortex grenade, and gambler's dodge faster for our aspic loop to happen more and more often. Besides running these exotics, for our special and heavy weapons, I'm using Pardon Our Dust from the 30th anniversary activities, with disorienting grenades, auto-loading holster, and adrenaline junkie. These are for our beefier enemies like champions that need to be disoriented, and for our heavy I'm using Ascendancy from the exotic archive at the tower. If you want to cover more ads, use Chain Reaction and Ambitious Assassin, and for more DPS to the boss, use Explosive Light and Impulse Amplifier. Alright, let's move on to the armor mods. Have a focus in discipline and intellect so we can get our supers faster and our vortex grenades faster. Resilience is our third focus just because we'll be invisible and hopefully not being attacked much. Don't worry about recovery since we'll be getting Devour on orbs of power pickup, nor movement or strength because our super will be getting us all of our ability energy back to us. For our helmet, equipped a solar siphon for rapid solar weapon final blows with sunshot and ascendancy to give us orbs of power that will proc our Devour. Then equip Dynamo, reduces your super cooldown when dodging near targets to get our quick fall back. We'll use this often and we'll get our super fast. For our arm mods, equipped Firepower, grenade final blows, create orbs of power, meaning every time you throw a vortex and it kills, it will grant us orbs of power. Equipped Bolstering Detonation, so you get dodge energy back when you cause damage with your grenade. This will give us our Gambler's Dodge back faster. And then equipped Focusing Strike, so you get your dodge energy back when you cause damage with your powered melee or quickfall. This will give us our Gambler's Dodge back faster to get our powered melee and quickfall faster. For our chest mods, equipped Charged Up, increases the maximum number of stacks armor charges you can carry by 1, and then 2 of any armor resistant mods. For our leg mods, equipped 2 solar weapon surges. This will give us 17% damage increase when having an armor charge for every orb of power pickup. We'll have a lot of orbs due to rapid solar weapon kills from Sunshot and grenade kills from vortex grenades, so obtaining and keeping our surge will be easy and we'll be able to deal even more damage. Then equipped Recuperation, to replenish health on an orb of power pickup. Devour will make us start the recovery, but this mod will get us 70 HP immediately upon orb of power pickup. And then lastly, equip On Your Hood, Time Dilation, so your armor charges stay longer and decay slower. And lastly, equip Reaper. After dodging, your next weapon kill will spawn an orb of power. This is good because mostly after dodging will be invisible, so it'll be easy to attack an enemy for an orb. For our seasonal mods, equipped Unstoppable Hand Cannon in the first column so you can stun unstoppables with Sunshot. You'll be able to stun overloads by suppressing them with a Vortex Grenade or Quickfall. Then in the second column, equip Kindling Trigger. While Radiant, dealing solar weapon damage, applies Scorch stacks to enemies that aren't already Scorch. To get Radiant while in our Void subclass, equip Flint Striker, so sustain, solar precision, and solar rapid kills grant Radiance. Equipped Blast Radius grants orbs of power with rapid grenade launcher and rocket launcher final blows. And Whence You Came for increased ability damage to Taken and Scorn. Then lastly, in the last column, equip Raise of Precision. While Radiant, Solar Precision final blows cause combatants to ignite. This is great when enemies are in our Void Anchors or Vortex Grenades because they'll explode, deal damage, and spread Scorch to others because of Sunshot. Then equipped Argent Ordnance. Firing a rocket launcher consumes 1 stack of armor charge to grant Godslayer Warheads buff for 4.5 seconds. Godslayer Warheads grants 15% increased rocket damage, and it stacks with every buff and increases reload speed. It does not consume an additional armor charge stack while the buff is active. Well, you've heard me talk about the mods and the build in depth, and have seen the gameplay of this build in the background of the video. I hope this video helped you get a very insane Hunter Void Onslaught build, and for more Hunter builds, consider subscribing. Leave a like and comment on how I can improve this build and which subclass I should do next. I again want to thank everyone who stayed to watch till the end. I also want to thank you guys for the major support I got in all of my previous videos and 675 subscribers since my last build video. Thank you guys so much, and I appreciate every single one of you. That will be it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.